I need help, boss.
Stands up and says it louder. He goes, I have a really big penis.
We're the NSAA. We're never serious about anything except grip ball.
I have drifted.
Or you gotta tell us when.
To an extent, but you'd be out there alone as fuck. There's no...
Just bumping into people by osmosis of dopeness, you know? Welcome everybody back. It is the Happy Hoodlums podcast. This episode, I got many brothers in here, but my brother from another, Mr. Curdy J himself, Curtis Kent, and Curtis Kent Jr., the man himself. I got Zack. He is my very powerful co-host, and we even got Josh on the ones and twos.
Yo.
So if you hear any ghost voices chiming in, that's Josh. We're trying to work on this and get all the streaming right. But, you know, this is the first time that I've had a guest actually hit me and be like, yo, I got to pull up. And so it's only right that it's my big bro Deuce himself. And so, Curtis, you can take him back. And what was on your heart and what made you, you know, kind of want to pull up?
Man, honestly, we'll take it back to like when we like met, or just like take it back to like
Wherever. Yeah.
Well, so you know Top, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so freaking Top, like he started like this like podcast thing, right? It's called the Over Bullshitters and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like randomly hit me up, like I was talking shit to him. Obviously, I'm always talking shit, nothing new. But he was like, hey bro, he's like, I'm doing he's like, get on the podcast with me. And I was like, all right, for sure. But I didn't know it was his. So when he was explaining it to me, and I was over at his crib because we did it at his house. He had like his own like little podcast setup and shit. So like I was just like, damn. I was like, fuck. I was like, for sure. So like we did that probably like a couple weeks back, and I was just like, I know like. I was like, Kaywood was like, man, he's like, bro, you gotta like get on the podcast and stuff like that. And I was just like, yeah, like for sure, bro. Like, you know, I'm the biggest procrastinator in the world. So then I was just thinking about it the other day, and I was just like, man, I was like, bro, bro, let's do the podcast, bro. Like, let's get it in.
Mm-hmm. Dead ass. That's
yeah.
that's awesome. For everyone that doesn't know, our homie Damo, his big brother Top, we actually met back in the day because we went to like some like camp thing that our school like selected a couple people to go to. It was like an entrepreneur camp thing, right? So he's always been on a similar wavelength, you know, in his own lane, but on a similar wavelength. So, first of all, shout out to his podcast because the Over Bullshitters podcast is a great fucking name, and
Yeah, it is.
no less from that is a phenomenal for a podcast. And
Right.
I don't know many people who know more bullshitters than us, so
Right.
that's only right. Also, big ups to my speaking abilities. Kind of, my focus has been a little more on. I don't know what food and water has to do with kind of brain functions and stuff, but it definitely does help. Although things kind of still derail me. So if I get lost, I'm just gonna apologize there, and I'm gonna just try and keep tracking best I can. But I want to take it back for people because they might not know who you are to me, and you know what brotherhood really means, you know. And Curtis has always been like a man of the people, you know. Like back when we were in high school, we would all pull up on his block, you know, and it was like there was mad kids, but Curtis's demeanor was more like a fatherly vibe, bro. Like he was responsible. He get down with the fuck around, but um I don't know. You were always responsible. So where'd that kind of come from, bro?
And honestly, I guess just being the oldest, and then like a lot of people that I meet, in a sense, bro, they just like pretty much like called me like big bro and stuff like that. Even if I haven't like known them like for the longest time or whatever, I was just like I had this like thing because like if anything, a lot of times I was just like just always like try to like take over in a sense, but not like always be like overly demanding in a way.
Mm.
And I guess that's just pretty much what it came from. You know what I'm saying in a sense. So like
I think you got a fun presence. Like
yeah,
somehow
too.
you're like comfortable, and you've always been comfortable being like goofy, bro.
Hell yeah.
Like I love that everybody's wearing shades, so I don't feel like all out of place. I've been at work all day trying to avoid lights because they be giving me headaches and shit lately. So, um, I feel like a retarded blues brother. Like I don't feel fly with it all the time. Like I catch myself, and I can pull it off, but then other times
Yeah.
I'm, bro, fuck, am I doing out here?
Bro,
Yeah,
I
I was
had to
like,
throw mine on, dude. I felt left out. I was like, first of all, I just got my first ever pair of prescription sunglasses, so may as well flex them for the first time. And
Yeah,
then fucking
thinking about
I couldn't be the only one.
yeah, because I was like, I'm doing the podcast. I was like, I'm definitely throwing the shades on. I was like, it's only right.
Gotta look fly.
Yeah, it's only
well,
right.
a lot of people don't know because me and we lived together right out of high school and stuff, and I guess to take it back, give us kind of the to give kind of the origin. Like we got together just having fun and having mutual friends, but life has a funny way of like stranding you with the perfect people. Like you feel like you were left out somehow in one sense from your pack, and like you fall in line with the rest of people that you didn't even know were going to be so meaningful and like in your life. Because I've got a lot of guidance from Curtis. I used to tell him he's like my spiritual advisor because I'm a super passionate person, and he had a way of like taking the emotions that I would feel and make them kind of more logical.
Okay.
And like how to move. So I gotta give you like if I'm Snoop Dogg, you're Don Magic Wand. You know what I mean? That's the best analogy I can give you. But when we were in high school, we went from kicking it every day at our homie Henry's house and all of us running together, just playing basketball and smoking weed, boxing, whatever the flavor of the day was. But it was pretty much one of those three things or all of them at once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, but then Henry actually like we had partied too hard and he got sent away to boarding school.
Oh
And
shit.
shout out to Henry for always holding it down for me, bro. Because like I was really broke and like I had $3 every day, and I hated getting made fun of for $3 because they would ask me what my ups were. But it was like I felt like I was contributing. I was like, motherfucker, what? I'll take this $3 back, bitch. What?
Give me my shit, bro.
these good
But when,
stuff.
yeah, go, Deuce. Go ahead, touch on that real quick.
No, yeah, your ass always had like $3 and shit, but like, cause Trace, like his ass, bro, like his family just got fucking dough right. Me, and I didn't even really know. It was just like this dude was just always like get some shit. He was like, "Yo, food," and then like just get the most crazy amount of weed and shit. And then like we all like put up and shit. Like, I mean, I really didn't have shit either too back then. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, bro, them $3, bro, we used to like just try to stretch anything that we had, bro. Like just to just get some shit, bro. Like we was on a mission. Like we would go to school. Like even sometimes even before like we hit school or whatever. But most definitely after school, bro. Like we was on a mission to like at least get a dub sack or something, bro. Like
Yeah,
something. Like we fucking like we were foot soldiers, bro. Like and those were like the best times to like smoke weed. Like just walk in, just like even if it was a mission like 30 minutes to go, like walk up to the dude that's about to sell us some shit, bro. Like we made it happen. Like and
mm,
then like whatever we had, bro, we got that shit, and then from there, bro, just like
it was really brotherhood shit. Whatever we had, we shared.
exactly.
And so after and you can touch on what this was like because like after that year because Deuce is older than me. So like he was in my brother's grade, who's like 2 years older than me. Um, but he didn't graduate on time, so he actually wound up staying back with me for an extra year, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So um, when it was like my junior year, I want to say, it was Curtis's senior year, and Henry had left, and he was always so generous, and a lot of people took that shit for granted, but that's a whole nother rabbit hole. So before I get lost in that shit, what was I trying to say? Give me a second.
You were talking about what grade you guys were in when you were in high
Okay.
school and met and shit. Yeah.
I started hustling again, and I just started selling weed, and I I was always like that spirit of all of us being able to just do something together was almost more important to me than than the pride of having something for myself. And me, shout out to Yo Gotti, me and Yosef and Deuce, really like every lunch we would go to Steakadelphia. And it was like regardless if like I got us French fries, we would bag of French fries, bro. And that was like to us, it was like everything, bro. We didn't give a fuck, bro. As long as we had these fucking French fries and we knew every lunch that we were gonna pull up as a crew, like as a united front, bro. Whatever was gonna, come of it past that was what it would be. And I didn't know years later, I've told stories and Deuce, you can kind of get in on how you've pulled up many a times for me in critical situations, where it was like we had to be about some action, in one way or another. And oftentimes, bro, I don't know why I'm the king of getting snuffed by sucker punchers, but I'll let Deuce tell the hilarious story of me getting the soul fucking punched out of my body, bro, at a party, at Joseph's cousin's birthday party. I think I've told it once before, but Deuce is gonna tell it from a conscious level because I was most certainly not there.
So it's crazy. So that there was Joseph's cousin's birthday party and shit, and we were out. I want to say we were fucking. I want to say like somewhere like in like kind of close to Clackamas area
Mm-hmm.
or whatnot. So it was like this fat ass party. Like so like we're all there. Like so I get that at this time like I'm kind of like did some things with one of his cousins and shit, and like some dude, the dude that I pretty much knocked his head off. Like so we were all there, and one of our good friends Damon, right? So it was like Damon, it was D Woods, Brianna, um, and there was somebody else. But like we were standing in line. So before all this like crazy happened, but we were standing in line about to get like some drinks and shit. And like we see these Russian guys like kind of like looking crazy. So I just kind of asked Damon. I'm like, bro, I'm like, what's up with these guys, bro? Like, do we have to like fuck them up or some shit? And he's like, nah, if we got to, bro, don't worry about it, bro. Like, we used to fucking get into with those guys like hell back in the days. Like my cousin used to fucking mess around with the dude or whatever. And I was like, all right, bro. Like, dude, kind of looked at me kind of weird, bro, because like she was all like very touchy, like all up on me in a sense, whatever, because that's just how she is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as the night goes on and shit, like we're all drinking, chilling and shit. So me and fucking Joseph, like we gotta go to the fucking bathroom, and we're in this
No,
like,
me and you.
oh no, was it me? Oh yeah, it was me and you. Yeah, it was me and
We
you.
had been taking Jello shots, is what had
Yeah.
happened because
Oh yeah, let me go with that. So it was
they had
me
a
and you.
tray of a gang of Jello shots, and me and Deuce. Oh man! But before, like the pregame of the party, we had like 8 Jello shots, and that
Yeah,
was like 15
Jesus.
minutes in.
yeah, we was going crazy. So we had to like was like trying to find this bathroom and shit. So like we go to like there was like two different lines for the bathroom and shit. So like we boom, we're in it. We're like swear to God, it was like the longest 10 minutes. It felt like just being in that house like to go to the bathroom. Me and Kemper walk outside. We're walking down the steps, and like I look off to the side, and Damon, like the guy I was telling you about, him, his cousin, like both of his cousins and shit, like are fighting like like a
A
sea of
sea of
people.
people, like
Sea of
people jumping over
people.
people to punch. It
Like
was like two people backing across the yard punching, and like so many people you can't. It's like a mosh pit versus two people, and we're like, what in the fuck is going down?
and it was nuts. Like it was crazy. And like I'm walking down, so like we're like in the middle of the yard, and like you just kind of look around, and there's just madness everywhere. So I'm like sitting there, like I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So like as Damon's getting into a fight, somehow he ends up by me, and I tap him on the shoulder, and he like turns like so aggressive to me. So I thought he was about to punch me. I was like, oh shit, like don't punch me, bro. And I was like, bro, I was like, I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, he was like, bro, he's like, you gotta fight. I'm like, who? He's like, anybody. I'm just like, bro, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So like, in the midst of that, like, I swear to God, like, me and Kemper was just by each other, and I don't
Yeah.
see him, right? So now I'm sitting there thinking, like, all right, well, fuck, bro. I was like, I guess we got to fight. So like, now Damon ended up fighting, and then so like, now one of the other Russian guys that was by, like, in that little thing when I was saying, like, dude, we gotta fuck these dudes up. One of these guys is coming up to me, so I'm like, all right, no, it's going down. Like this guy is clearly just, like locked in on me, like walking towards me, and like so I turn towards him. He comes up to me, wow, crack him. Like, and I even used my left hand at one time. That whole, so bow, cracked him. He falls. Some other guy comes, boom, bow, crack him. And then in the midst of me just dropping two people with two punches, I fucking turned to the side because after that, I'm just like, bro, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like looking around. The big Russian dude that looked at me all crazy because, you know, Russians get jealous about, I guess, dudes talking to like old flings or whatever, but that's who cares? Fuck them. I could see the dude just come out the cuts, bro. Like, and Kemper's just standing there aimlessly, just kind of looking around, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? But this dude is just like, and then
Yeah.
fucking just lays into Kemper. And I'm sitting there, I was just like, and I'm like, bro, I'm like far away in the seats. But I
Yeah.
watched the whole thing happen because it's not like I can be like, hey, Kemper, like, because it's so loud. So I'm thinking, I'm like, bro, I'm like looking at it, he just boom lays one to, bro, and it hurts me to this day. But like, I seen my man's feet off the ground, like,
Dead ass. Hey,
like
and let me tell you this story from my perspective. This is all I remember. We had waited forever in this fucking house, right? And there were so many people at this party, and me and Deuce was just kicking it, and it was like, you know, when you're somewhere and it's completely foreign to you, so you're like, man, someone's got to have my six. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how the fuck to get there. We're having this drunk, hella awesome time, so we're like, fuck it, let's go figure out where it's at. So we go to use the bathroom, come out, right? And when we come out, Deuce took off like instantly, right? I swear to God, like there was no processing. I stood on the porch for like 2 seconds and like surveyed because I didn't know what the fuck, like where to start, who was who, because this was a family gathering, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to Terminator vision, like
No friendly fire type shit.
yeah, right. Just scan the shit. Curtis is already across the yard in a matter of like 2 seconds. He's big as shit, but he's fast as fuck, bro. I swear to God, his feet are like he got chicken legs and a big ass body. I don't know what the hell. All right, this is also why he was good at basketball for many years. You know what I mean? And so, anyways, Deuce is gone before I can even like register that he's no longer in front of me. Right?
Yeah.
I find Damon because I'm trying to figure out where this mosh pit ends and where my homies begin, right? And so I'm like, all right, where do I jump in at, right? Deuce is already over there. I see him and I'm like, all right, that's where I go. I tell my feet, move. Last thing I remember. This dude blindsided the fucking shit out of me because he's like back here, right? He's all the
Yeah,
way
it's
back over
behind you.
here. So I can't even see him, right? I just told my feet to run. And at that very moment, blow, bro, and I'm just out.
I
Continue.
mean, man,
Like, he knocked me the fuck out. I've been knocked out, as you can tell, now that I'm dealing with all this stupid fucking concussion shit. I've been knocked the fuck out sometimes.
I mean, bro, when I like looked over like after punching those two guys, and like kind of turned over because I'm like, bro, at that point, bro, I'm like, yeah, bro, like I just boom cracked two people with just like two punches, bro. I didn't even have to like swing, you just straight connection, bro. Like I'm talking about, bow, wait, reload, bow.
Sniper.
You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, all right, I'm looking around, and then like I said, like I see Kemper standing there, but I also see the guy that kind of was looking at me a little crazy. Bro, when I say he like laid into it, full extend, just like punched through him, feet in the air. I like saw this shit and I was like, whoa, and then like I like this shit went black, right? It just went black because I saw Kemper standing and I didn't see him no more. Like he was gone. Like
Oh,
he was
fuck.
gone. Like literally he was gone. And then out of nowhere, like after I coming to like back to like full vision, like we've seen that shit because I'm like, what the fuck, bro? This dude is like close to me. I don't know how fast he got. Like he had to run or something. I don't know, but he got so close to the point. Like as I came to like vision, like I like took like a couple steps, laid in, bow, hit him. And then like I like literally grab him by the neck, and I don't know where the strength came from, but like I literally grabbed this man by his neck, rock bottom him to the ground, slammed him, and was just fucking just. I'm talking about just knocking him in the head, and then like,
Fuck.
and then a couple of the other homies came in because I felt them because I got kicked a couple of times, but like then these guys like came in and it was just like just fucking just stomping this man, just kicking him while I'm just on the ground, just fucking this dude. He got fucked up. Like him and his homies to this day. I don't know if they remember. I don't honestly. I don't remember what they look like, but like I just know like that day, like hit like when I was like when I say like when you have a feeling you might have to fight somebody and you don't know how or when, but like those three dudes, I definitely fucked them up, especially that big. But
Yeah.
like,
Put the work in, bro.
yeah,
Bro, that whole night was so crazy. People were getting hit with bottles of all kinds and all
Fuck.
different. Dude, I'm telling you, there was blood. Fuck, it was not a cool scene. It went from the
Yeah.
coolest scene to the worst shit
you know
ever.
what's too like after everything happened and shit, this guy Kemper gets up so mad. He's like, what the fuck, bro? Are you serious? I just got knocked the fuck out. Where's he at? Like he wanted to
Where's
fight.
he at?
He wanted to fight somebody so bad. The fight was already over. Like everything
Yeah.
was like he's like running around like who the fuck? Yeah, bro. Like these Russian guys are. They cleared the scene. Like they got fucked up. Like I'm like, bro, these dudes is gone, bro. I'm like, you're not about to. I was like, I want to find that motherfucker. I'm like, bro, trust me. I was like, I handled it for you, bro. It's all calm down.
I don't remember shit else except for I remember two words, and I slammed an old man who tried to pull up on me strong.
He did.
Okay, because Joseph's mom. Joseph's mom, like when I wake up, right? I'm no longer in the backyard. I got knocked out in the backyard, Zach. And I wake up on my feet, bro, in the fucking
Okay.
driveway.
Oh,
And all I
fuck.
see is my friend's mom getting mashed into the side of this house by these big ass dudes, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? So I run up to this dude who's like way too big for me to be fucking with. And all I did, I just jumped and was like, boom, and hit him with my body, right? He don't move worth a damn, right? I kind of bounced back and I'm like, what the fuck? And out of the cut, like, it must have been his homie that was like some old biker dude type guy. He was dressed like Jeff Foxworthy, okay?
Oh, fuck.
This dude was like, just imagine a plaid shirt with the shit cut off. And I just remember seeing these bright ass lights, and this dude just walk up to me like mobbing,
Yeah.
and fuck, bro. I just grabbed this dude and slammed the shit out of him on the ground. And it was just like, what the fuck? I look up those bright ass lights. Thank God I didn't get in trouble for this, bro. Were cops. The cops were like, this scene was so fucking crazy. They must have just pulled up and were like, what to, where to
We're gonna
start?
wait. We're gonna wait.
Yeah. Um, it was not the scene. So, anyways, I woke up in the fucking driveway and I remember Joseph trying to talk to me and be like,
Yeah.
bro, get in the fucking car. And I was like, the audacity. And that was the only two words that I could say. I was like, I got knocked out and he didn't even let me fucking fight. Bro, and I was so mad. I was so fucking mad. But really, the whole premise of this story, other than a goofy ass legendary story, um, also kids, watch your fucking surroundings.
Yeah.
Don't get too
Head on a
drunk where you
swivel.
get snuffed the fuck out. All right.
In a
Um.
situation, you gotta be like, you gotta be moving.
Yeah.
His head was moving so fast after he was like, you gotta fight, bro. And I like instantly like went into like holy shit mode, like just looking around because like the dudes that wanted to fuck me up, like before, like they was like when that shit was happening, oh yeah, they was definitely looking for my ass because like his two homies that walked up to me, and I don't know how like I just seen them like something just told me just to look, and I just seen them locked in because like they were like coming in at like full speed. So like as soon as like I was like, bro, fuck that, bro, just swing, bro, fuck the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like don't even say like what's good, mother. Like
No hesitation. Yeah.
just
That ain't the time. It's on by now.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm glad that I was able to do that,
I,
especially beat that dude's ass for you and shit. But that was a
bro.
crazy that was a
But
crazy that was a crazy night. It
yeah, it's
made
like
for a good drinking night, but a crazy fucking night.
yeah. It look. Don't get so drunk that like you can't analyze some shit quick. I guess you know what I mean. Like I was so fucking drunk, bro. Everything was so happy, like
Yeah.
beforehand, that the level of chaos was like disorienting. I was like trying to still somehow be logical in my drunk ass mind and figure out what the fuck was going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was yet again on that fucking dial up connection, bro. Ain't no time for that shit. Um, but really, like this comes back to like brotherhood, because you know, there's times when you can fight for yourself, and when you're hit so hard by shit that it's like there's nothing you can really fucking do. Like you're already hit, like and it's just rocked your shit. Um which I think the blessing, like there's strange blessings in life. Where uh hold on. Something else is kind of coming to me to say. But if you put that work in, uh to be as solid as you can be, um something good will come. Like there's graces, there's fail safes, and it might fucking suck the way that you come to discover this shit. um and I think about that kind of like uh right now trying to follow what I'm even trying to say sometimes. It feels like the more that I talk and the more that I seek and like force myself to do that shit, it's like the better it gets, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and then other times it's like there's nothing you can do, but other people can fill in the blanks for you. I guess
Okay.
that's the best way I can put it. And this was like
Yeah.
a kind of a real life situation that explains that, you know? Um, and I think who Curtis is, uh, and the situations we've been through are so unique, you know, in that way where it's like there's also been times where it's like I'm sure Curtis was probably like, who the fuck do I turn to? You know what I mean? And he knew
Yeah.
you know? I don't know
Yeah.
where I'm going with that.
It's like
That's
the
kind of
well,
that
you kind of did link it, like wrap it back around. It's kind of those repetitions, right? When,
Mhm.
at the time, Curtis might have been in more fights than you, and he just knew what he needed to do or where, like his muscle memory took over or something, or just pure
You know,
raw instincts.
Yeah.
ironically, like this fool Kemper has gotten in way more fights than
Oh
me. Like
fuck. Okay.
I
Yeah.
honestly like it's crazy to think like I'm actually really not a fighter like that because I actually realistically I haven't even got too many fights in my life. Like a
You
lot of
got the
people,
Buddha on right there, bro. Yeah,
no,
all about the peace.
I was like a lot. It doesn't happen anymore, but a lot of times, bro, people be like, would come up to me and be like, "Bro, I wouldn't fight you, bro. You look like crazy as shit." But like realistically, like I'm not a crazy person. I
Yeah,
mean, it's kind of whatever. I mean, I take it for what it is. I'm not really tripping. I mean, if you think I'm crazy, then you can think I'm crazy. But I mean, you don't know get to know everybody that you meet. So
yeah,
like
Mm.
if that's how you look at me, like first impression, then fuck it, so be it. I'll be the fucking crazy guy until you know otherwise. But if that's what you get, and then you see me as crazy in another time, then fuck it, I'm that crazy fucking guy.
I, I think it's a reflection, um, or like an expression of what someone feels inwardly. You
Yeah,
know, because like I never once had that impersonation or fucking
impression.
what word? Yeah, that one. Of you. You know. Um.
it's just, I mean, like I said, bro, it's just I don't know, like I just get a lot of fucking like different things from people, and that's why like I feel like it's pretty chill how like I like a lot of people think of me like in different ways. So that's why, like I say, like not everybody's gonna know you personally. Not everybody's gonna know you in ways that they're probably ever gonna meet you. Like there's people that I know probably to this day right now that probably just think I'm an asshole. But at the same time, that's how you met me, and either I was an asshole because you were a piece of shit to me, or you're being a piece of shit to like somebody around me. So like, fuck it. That's just what I'm gonna have to be.
Yeah, hey, depends on like the situation people meet you, you know?
Yeah,
Like
exactly. Because
for whatever
there's
reason when I was going through high school, for whatever reason, everyone thought I was the smart kid cuz I was like wearing glasses and I was quiet, didn't really talk to anyone, so everyone thought I was smart. Motherfucker graduated with a 2.5 GPA. Homie was not smart. So it's like those don't read a book by its cover kind of thing. It's like
Yeah,
kind of just depends on the situation you meet the person.
exactly, exactly. Because you're not like only the real people that you be around will know you, and then like
For real.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like
And
that
that's
that
how.
that inner circle.
Yeah, even like with outer circles too. Like some people like know who you are just because like even if they're like not in your circle, like they're around you enough to know like this dude's like a dickhead or this dude is like actually
Oh, he's a
like
good dude.
a good guy or like this guy's just a mixture of both. Like you just don't know what the fuck you're gonna get out of this
Yeah.
guy.
Depends on how
Mm.
you
So
talk to
right, exactly.
him.
Yeah. I and sorry, I don't have anything to contribute. Keep going.
No, you're good, dude.
Not on that one.
I seen this crazy thing this week. Uh it was a study out of Cambridge University, and it was they created an embryo with a functioning brain and a beating heart without a sperm or egg.
Wait,
So
what?
they created life without sperm or an egg.
Well, I'm also gonna see if I can turn this light on real quick. It's getting dark back here.
That shit blew my mind, and they did it with stem cells.
Huh.
Yeah, crazy. It's like they're just creating life, and then their plan is to basically try to use it for like organ transplants. So like basically growing human organs.
So what the fuck was they putting it in? Like if they were just like using just like the brain.
I have no idea. The article I didn't I either didn't get that far in the article or the article didn't say it. But all I know is they were using stem cells because stem cells can basically like replicate any cell in the body. They
Hmm.
introduced like either genes or some type of like third, like secondary component, and then the cells just took over and started creating this embryo.
There's something to cells thinking.
For real.
Like that was one of the things. Um, like I need to look more into like Dr. Sebi and some of the stuff that he was teaching.
Who is that? Like what does he do?
So Dr. Sebi back in like the 80s when there was the huge AIDS epidemic, you know?
Yeah.
Um, Dr. Sebi was, if I'm correct, a Honduran medicine man.
Oh, he's the herbal, like the dude who fucks with like all the herbs and
Yeah.
crazy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Everything earth and shit.
So his family still does that to this day.
Yeah.
But his whole thing was about creating an alkaline environment inside of you, and more
Mhm.
than anything, um, that if you feed your cells different things that are like there's cell therapy, right?
Okay.
Or wait, hold on, no, that's a rap song. God damn it. No, but like you can you can eat. Sorry,
It's
Doctor
alright,
Sebi.
bro.
I don't mean to disrespect his, because his work
Yeah.
was incredible. He was curing people with diseases and ailments that they said were incurable, and they took him to the Supreme Court, and he actually won because they were trying to say that he couldn't cure AIDS and these other, herpes, these other incurable viruses, and he was curing viruses using naturopathic remedies to make a alkaline environment so that your cells could fight and reproduce the right things, and basically saying that they think, like you're a living um, group of cells thinking at once, and if you can alkalize it and give yourself a pure environment in which the acidity is so high, or it's so pure acidic things can't live in there, so you can't cause inflammation, then you can't have disease. um
Interesting. Okay.
yeah, and so if you kind of break down the word disease, it's like dis-ease, like it's a lack
Yeah.
of ease. So if you look at your body as like circuitry, um the way that everything wires together, you can rewire yourself or clean the the resistance in the line so things can flow naturally.
Okay.
Now that's my
Yeah.
paraphrase. Probably
Yeah.
goes way deeper than that, but they
I
assassinated him.
yeah. I pulled up an article about him and they call it not cell therapy, but cell food. So
Mm.
Dr. Sebi's cell food is what it was actually called. And I guess he did like a lot of his research at USHA Research Institute. I don't know where the fuck that is.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Goddamn cat's going crazy. It's like, fuck out of here. Fucking cat's all trying to get
uh,
Okay, Josh.
out.
not
No,
like
yeah. I got this cat, bro. He's like, she like, she like actually her ass is like fucking bad. And like fucking, there was like one time her monkey ass jumped out the fucking window and we didn't even fucking know.
What?
Yeah, like man, fucking just crazy. Like I go to the
Yeah.
gym, I'm gonna go for like maybe like an hour or so. Come back, I'm just like, bro, like how the fuck you get outside? Then I go to like my roommate's room. I like look out the back of our roommate's room window and shit. Like she like broke the screen and shit, and like she just sitting there like, yo, let me in, gang. I'm like,
What?
fucking asshole.
If you guys could have any animal, any miniature version of an animal, like a house, like a cat-sized animal of any animal in the world, what would it be?
Oh fuck, what was this cat? Bro, it's like, I forget the name of this cat. It's like it's not miniature, but I want to say it has to be an indoor cat. It was like a fucking. I was like I seen it at this customer's house too, which is crazy. I forget the name of it. It was like it almost looked like a tiger too, which is crazy.
Is it big?
Yeah, it was like it's like medium big. It's not like crazy big, but it's
Okay.
like I fuck man. If I can think about it, I'll say it. But like I
Okay.
know what it looks like. But like it's one of these crazy cats. They're like mad expensive. It's like to get one, it's like fucking, bruh. It's like the cheapest one seems like for at least like 2,500.
Wait,
Damn, for a
wait.
cat.
Mm-hmm.
They're friendly though, right? Like no, like this pet that you're asking me about. It
Yeah,
would
yeah,
be a
yeah, yeah, yeah. So like whatever animal you chose, even if it was like a lion, but a cat-sized lion, then it would be like a pet to you. It
either
wouldn't
an
try to eat you.
either an elk or a bear.
Okay. I fucks with it. I think I would do like I was thinking a bear, but I was thinking more specifically like a polar bear.
I
But
mean,
then
if
I
we
was
going,
like, yeah, we're going crazy. Like any animal in the world, but it's
oh,
cat
okay.
sized.
Cat size,
Yeah.
then I'd have to give me like a little ape or some shit.
Oh, that would be actually kind of baller. Have a
See,
silverback gorilla just running around like
Yeah, like a little ape or like a little gorilla that stays miniature, but it's like an adult and shit.
yeah, facts.
I was thinking about that, and I was like, that would be super lit. But like keeping it true, like if I was just wanting to like look at it and be like, yo, that's my little homie right there. I think number one seat, I got to give it to an elk because I think they're just beautiful and exotic. And my Native American name when I was baptized is Crystal Elk Runner. So
Okay. All right.
I got to
So,
keep it
Okay.
for the home team. But I think like second seat has to go to like a bear because I feel
Yeah,
like snuggling a little bear,
that would
like
be pretty
oh,
dope.
that would be like the coolest shit ever.
I might have to change mine though because I just remembered I'm changing it to caribou
What are
because it's fucking awesome. The first time I ever seen one, it was in it was actually in Meat Eater, Steve Ranella's show,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, bro, that shit is majestic. The way that those things run is like they're fast as fuck, but they look like they're just gliding, like they're just having a good time.
Are those the things that cheetahs eat? They got like little black.
No, no, these are in like I don't know exactly where they are, but they're more like mountainous.
All right, Josh, you got to pull up a caribou.
Yeah,
So
pull up a picture of a caribou, bro.
you got to
Because
learn.
these things look
All
so
right.
amazing. They have like massive hooves, and their hair kind of like makes their hair like looks like bell bottom jeans almost. It's fucking they're majestic as fuck.
They
If
got
it's a
bell.
man,
yeah, bro, they got bell bottoms.
All
yeah, I know
right.
you're right. I'm definitely rocking with like the miniature sized baby ape or gorilla all day.
That's dope. I fucks
Yeah.
with
Hey,
that
I
though.
think a fucking there's some shit about a tiger too
Okay.
that's pretty dope, bro.
I'm gonna be
You ain't
real.
lying.
I'm gonna
Okay.
correct y'all. A caribou is technically a reindeer. Just saying.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
It is a caribou. What you're talking about is a caribou. It's technically a
Okay.
reindeer though.
Oh,
That's not
But
a correction. You're just fucking calling it some made up shit. No.
caribou,
no.
little reindeer
I've
and shit.
seen I've seen Polar
Okay.
Express enough times, all right? I know what a caribou is.
So there you
Caribou,
go.
gotta go to this house. Christmas is gonna be lit. Gotta
We're gonna
fucking
pull
All
this
right,
up.
click.
Facts.
This is what a caribou look like.
Oh, that's dope.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
put
they're
it
majestic, bro.
hold on. What's a caribou look like?
That's
That may
fucking.
not be what I'm thinking about though.
I don't
I
know.
thought
That might.
you were talking about what runs in from cheetahs and shit.
Yeah, that looks like a yeah.
Hmm. I may have to watch this show again to figure it out, but But I don't know if that's exactly what I'm thinking. But some majestic like thing like that, I guess, is what I would go with.
Nah, yes, definitely. How do I go back on this shit?
Yeah, I don't know.
He can just
Everything's
end
all
his
crazy.
stream.
Oh yeah.
Can you guys still see me?
I gotta
Yep.
show the
Yeah.
stream the caribou. That's a caribou. There you go, stream.
AKA a reindeer.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy about reindeer? These things are so addicted to the Amanita muscaria mushroom that they will literally knock human beings over to drink their pee after they've taken the mushroom because they smell the mushroom in their urine.
What? That is some
Yeah.
crazy.
So these things are addicted to just getting high out the ass.
How
Have
many
a look.
people have gotten knocked out by these fuckers? Because if this, how many occurrences
Well, bro, if
happen
you're just
before they figure this
outside,
shit out?
like after you've tripped and you're just outside and you go to the bathroom or during and you just go to the bathroom and you get knocked over by a fucking reindeer. I don't
I
know how
wouldn't.
often it could be, but
I
I
wouldn't
feel like, you know,
like, how do you go back after using the bathroom and be like, yo, I was taking a piss and the fucking caribou came out of nowhere and started.
yeah, I just got knocked the fuck out,
See,
guys.
this is why you gotta go in twos. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
be aware of your surroundings.
Because I have been known to eat some shrooms in my time, and thank God I got people like Curtis that'll look out for some reindeers, or especially if they're Russian reindeers, because apparently they like to rush people more. You know what I'm saying? Aggressive reindeers.
Oh, that's amazing, dude.
Russian caribou deers out of nowhere and shit.
For real, bro.
Hey,
Just
can
getting
Going
you?
to attack.
attacked
You
and
think you
shit.
can knock one of those out?
No.
Nah, I wouldn't even
think
try.
I think you could possibly deter it from wanting to like attack you with a punch, but I don't know if you're actually doing damage.
You'd have to hit him in the
Cuz you got to
nose.
think, dude, yeah, for sure. But you got to think
I've
these
seen
things
it.
use their head as weapons.
Yeah, and then they got the antlers and shit, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
So if
nah,
you're
that's
hitting it in the head, it's probably not going to feel much.
right. You got to
But
be
that
like insanely strong to like just punch something like that and
yeah.
just.
You fucking punch out a reindeer, bro. Imagine. That'd be the craziest, most fucked up flex you could ever do because you knocked out a wild animal.
Yeah, I ain't
Yeah.
fighting nobody who fucking knocked. If you tell me you punched a wild animal in the face and you knocked it out, bro, we can't fight, bro. Like,
That
I'm
would be the scariest thing I'd ever like. I'd be like, bro, look, listen. I just watched you knock out an animal. I
not.
can't. I don't know how to like take in this
It's not.
information.
I'm like literally like I would have to see it and be like, all right, listen, bro. If you ever try to fight me, just understand that like you getting shot or you gonna get hit with something. So
Yeah, I'm
depending
biting,
on
I'm scratching, I'm
how
doing
you,
everything.
not even that, like I'm just like the biting and scratching probably wouldn't even do like I'm grabbing if you getting hit by something like
Okay, all right, fuck them up.
like, like fuck 'em
Bro,
up. It'd be
that'd be
like you
something.
ever
I'd be
like
like,
fucking what was it that shit like you played on the like little arcade games like the Street Fighter or some shit,
Oh hell yeah.
and then like they had like the little special moves out
oh,
of
the
nowhere like they
fatality.
got something shit coming. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm like just coming out the woodworks like fucking iron. It's like just shooting off a rocket like fuck you, dude, bro. It's crap.
Okay,
Pulling on some superpowers because he got some.
hold on. Are we going? Are we going Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, or what was the other one that you could play where the dude's got the jaguar head and they had the dude with the sword?
oh,
You know who I'm talking about?
Oh,
hold on.
Tekken,
Tekken.
Tekken.
Yeah. All right.
Fuck.
Which one you guys choosing? Which one you think is the hardest?
I'm gonna be real with you. I never really played either of them. Like I
I'm gonna have
played
to.
Mortal Kombat a little bit, so I know some. I know like Scorpio. Uh, I guess that's the only
Off the
one I know
goddamn.
off the top. But
Mm.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with fucking. I definitely gotta probably go with like Mortal Kombat for sure.
I'm going to.
So I definitely play.
I, I,
Whatever.
I thought Tekken was hard as fuck, bro.
I just wanna. There we go.
Yeah, no tech.
I just want to voice my opinion on this. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Street Fighter.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
You
Street
know,
Fighter was cool.
it was a classic. It was a nice little cartoony thing. Um, it was like ahead of its time.
Nah, it definitely was. I actually
Mortal,
might have to change my Street Fighter. I didn't even think about that.
I think Mortal Kombat's too easy, and it like there's too much to it. I don't know.
Mm.
That's me though. Street
Yeah,
Fighter all the
yeah,
way.
I gotta
yeah.
go
Facts
Tekken
like
because when I was
like
little, I
fucking.
play that shit in the arcade, like legit in the arcade. And that game was the shit.
Like, bro, gang, hold on, man. What the fuck is get your monkey ass go? Get the ass out.
He's
Go.
causing trouble again.
Neck roll,
Right.
man.
Fucking got a cat just kind of like jumping on the screen and shit, bro. I'm like, I might as well go Street Fighter on your ass real quick, bro. Fucking
Finish
remember
it.
like what? Remember like fucking Ryu and shit? That one guy, fucking or the fucking who's that? No, the sumo wrestler dude. Like his special move, like
Oh,
you
bro.
and he like the fucking hands and shit.
Yeah.
That yeah, she about to get that. He with 1,000 hands.
Fuck.
God.
Damn, boys. Some crazy shit, bro.
Oh, yeah, those are classic ass game. I fucks with the fucking with the old
Kemper,
the
it
old.
looks like you got some on your mind.
Oh no, the rush of blood to the head kind of feeling.
Oh, okay. All right. Damn.
Well, I got a question.
What up?
Let me turn the cam back on. Um, what was the topic you wanted to talk to me about? You wanted me to voice my
It
opinion.
was the creating life out of nothing.
Okay.
I wanted to
No,
know
nothing.
what
Out of stem
stem
cells.
cells. I
Okay.
wanted to know what you thought about that
Let me
from a
do my
religious standpoint.
from a religious standpoint.
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me do my quick Google search.
Just type in Cambridge stem cell embryo.
Okay.
But basically they took stem cells from mice and they introduced, I think it was genes to these stem cells, and then those stem cells reacted with those genes and then started the process of creating an embryo. They were able to make it have a brain and a beating heart, which blew my mind. I was like, holy shit.
Can you make a soul?
And there you go. You made a soul.
No, no. That's
Man,
not. And the question is, how does
Um.
this get into a body?
Okay.
You- Like, I really can't say this better, but it's like as smart as we can try and be, bro. Like, soul is something that is and exists in a way that I I don't know you can create. You know,
So do you think that any life that might come from this research technically wouldn't have a soul? Is that what is that what you're
well,
thinking?
I
so if
don't
it's
know.
so if you think about it like this, if you can like take that little stem cell or whatever and then like create a person, like what type of person would you create? Like would you create like the perfect friend, parent, wife, or whatever? Like well, I
Yeah.
mean if you ask me if I'm doing it like I'm like fuck it, bro, like Give me that shit right there and create me the most perfect freak, and I'll be good.
Only one that I was like, my girl fucking all the time.
All the time.
She's
Would
getting crazy.
that for sure.
Fuck.
But no, like on a real note, like when you really think about it, though, it's like what makes what is perfect? Like that wouldn't be human. You know,
I mean,
like
Well, okay, so what if they're not going for just what if they're not going for perfect? What if they're going like with the intent to create a life that has free will and has the ability to like to grow? Someone who's not perfect. Like they're just creating like a normal life, like other than how that person was created, they're just like a normal human.
but with no soul though, right?
So then
So,
that's the question we're trying to figure out is like would they have a soul because their life or does uh does like having sex or having an egg and a sperm child, is that where the soul comes from? Is it from that union or is it something else?
we'll see.
Okay.
I
Here, hold on. Sorry. So the point of where the soul is made is way beyond, it's way before the baby's even like thought of in the parent's head. From my, because I'm like Christian, from my standpoint, God has created our soul before we're even born. He knows everything about us before we're even born.
Well, okay, so then the question would be if this child is made from stem cells, when does that person get a soul or where does it come from, right? Because if it was created by humans
Uh-huh.
but not through the through the devices that God gave us to create humans, would he have in like planned for that life to be a thing, or would we be going against God's plan?
I mean, you definitely going against it because it's like, how are you going to create something without a soul and give it a soul?
That's true.
well
I
that
mean,
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, where does
Yeah.
soul?
I think like if we're bringing like God into this, I feel like that's like his decision because he looks at everyone as like his children. So if it's gonna have a soul, it's gonna have a soul.
But I want that's interesting.
He's gonna have a grandkid because technically his kids are creating their own. It's a next
Okay.
step in life creation. Now we're creating life out of nothing like he did.
bro,
He's
that's
like,
crazy.
look,
That's
he's got
actually,
grandkids now.
I mean, if they ain't got no soul, you might as well just say we got walking meat robots and shit, like with just
Yeah.
actual.
Well,
I
Yeah,
mean,
That would be,
the crazy thing is, I, when I want to blow someone's mind, I tell them that what they see in the mirror is not who they are, and it's actually their brain and their nervous system. Like if you go to one of those body exhibits and you look at just all the nerves in our body, that's who we are because all of those things receive electrical signals from the brain to move and everything like that. And the brain is literally us, and we're just operating the body that we were given. It's like you stepped into a video game and you have just one character that you can play.
yeah, true. Don't you like find it weird though that like you'll never ever like be able to see your face unless you like look into a reflection? So like you never know like what you look at all times and shit. Like so when somebody's
Dude,
like
on the exact same topic, there's this dude, I think I seen this video on TikTok. But what he does is he's got two different mirrors. One mirror is like a normal mirror, but then the second mirror actually shows you what you look like. Because like in a mirror, you're flipped, kind of. You're not looking at yourself the way that everyone else sees you. And then he shows people this other mirror, and as soon as they see what they actually look like, everyone starts smiling because they like how they actually look. It's fucking crazy.
But what if you don't like actually like how you look and you like doing what that guy's doing? Like, how the fuck you think that would make somebody feel? It's like, oh my
That's
god.
true.
It's
That's
like I don't like
true.
how it's like I don't like how it looks. So like now you just got to go to the store and buy unlimited like little mirrors and shit because you break one every day and shit. Like,
Oh fuck. I feel like at that point you might need
That-
to
that's when
Hold up,
invest
plastic sur-
hold up, hold
into
up,
some
hold up,
like
hold up.
That's when
But if
surgeries kick in.
everything frequency and our eyes are just understanding
receivers.
a frequency, then is it really how you look or are we really seeing how you feel?
I mean, shit.
That's perspective.
Bro. It's kind of like colors, like wavelengths. Whoa. It's
And
kind of
Holy
crazy.
shit. We're
Yeah.
going down a crazy
Yeah.
rabbit hole. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
but what are you tuned to receive?
Yeah,
Wow.
so like some people could be more tuned to focus on the negative things of life, or someone's more positive, or something that they focus on leads them to addiction, or things like that, right? Is that kind of what you're saying?
You guys are making my brain tingle.
Okay. All right. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, it doesn't feel bad. I'm just like, that's interesting.
Okay. Yeah, bro. I mean, fucking life is crazy. Where our souls come from, or what even is a soul, is pretty crazy to think about.
So maybe sometimes we think people or we can feel the disparity or the between where we are and where someone else is, and we might be more angry about um the the fact that we can't resonate with one another than what we actually are. I don't know. I think you know what? The older I get, and especially with this crazy ass life, bro,
Yeah.
I'm finally at the point where it's like I don't want to think, and I'm okay with not knowing. Like I'd rather, in a sense, be like just enjoy this shit because it just seems so, in a strange way, orchestrated when I look back on it, but when I live it, it seems chaotic.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you say it like that, so if you want to like live in the unknown, like, so that pretty much means like a lot of times people need closure, right? So if you want to
Yeah.
like live unknown, like then closure can just be completely like out the windows. Like you go through some crazy shit, and like a lot of people are like, oh, sometimes I need closure, so like they still reach out to the madness, right? But then once you reach that point in life, it's like closure doesn't mean anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
There is.
'cause I mean, because I'm not hear what you're saying. Because I mean, that's I mean that's how I kind of live life. I mean, I've been living like that a long time, but like sometimes like I find myself looking for closure in certain situations, but then at the same time I'll be like, I'll be like, man, fuck that. Like, why do I need closure? Like, shit happened for a reason.
Yo, I think I do the same thing. I just say I don't care. Like, I'm just like, oh, I don't care, bro. It's like it's whatever. Like I feel like I do the same thing. And then my dad is always saying, "Yeah, I know you don't care. You don't care about anything." I'm like, "Well, first of all, that's a lot. Fuck you, dad."
Right.
Yeah. Let me hit you with a question. With
All
us,
right.
not knowing and like, uh, babies being made of stem cells and all these
Okay.
questions that we ask every day. Okay, like, do you think we're asking so many questions that we're gonna end up putting ourselves like us asking what a soul is, like eventually we're gonna want to find out what that is. Do you think we're digging ourselves down the wrong road?
I think people are already asking those questions, and they already have.
I'm saying, but what
They've
if the
done
day
research on
comes
what souls
we
are.
ask that, and then we find something that can find out what a soul is or whatever,
I
like whatever our question is.
My perspective of soul is different because um my life has been very impacted by death. Like a lot of people I love and uh have died, and yet I can still like feel their you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think like soul is like an eternal river of like consciousness, and like if you really seek that, and you truly like if you fuck with that person and they fuck with you, like they're more than just that person as you knew them in the physical, and like you can still in a sense tap into kind of like influence or guidance in a different way. And I forgot what else I was gonna say about that, but I think, DMT also really changed my experience with that, because like a few years back, I tried it one time, and it was like in an instant my body was like, I didn't feel my body, um and I realized like if we're mind, body, and soul, like we're predominantly not physical. Um, so, um, gosh dang it, where was I? So,
You're talking about how
when you come down, it was like one breath. I When I exhaled initially after hitting it, it was like I left my body, and then the next instant, it was like I was like back in my body,
yeah.
and I realized like this um vessel for experience, I guess, um, is something that's more than I can understand, but not more than I can appreciate.
That sounds like Molly for me, bro.
Bro,
Sounds
and
different.
DMT is a crazy one because like it it it's produced by the body at death. And so scientists think that that's what people see when they see their life flashing before their eyes is DMT just flooding the brain, and then you're just tripping out as you die. Um and that's also part of the reason as to why DMT trips are usually pretty short, like 15 to 20 minutes, because our bodies know how to process it, and it just works it out of the system really quick.
Well, when I was like 4 years old and I was in the first car crash that I was in,
Mhm.
um, which I really hope that someday I can find the pictures of, because uh, it was literally, by all accounts, it it was an absolute miracle, that I survived and that any of us survived. But I wasn't wearing the seatbelt, and I was in the front seat, um, and I wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and we hit a tree doing like 70.
God damn.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like, everything was like slow motion to me once we went into this like ditch and off the road. Like we were tearing up mailboxes, and that was happening kind of in like real time. And we went like between this power line and the pole itself, like where it comes down and meets like a
Yeah.
triangle, went in that gap while my dad was unconscious with his foot on the gas. So we're going faster and faster, and he's not steering. His head's just on the wheel. And my brother's screaming, hitting him, trying to wake him up, and he can't. And my brother's wearing a seatbelt. It was like we go over this bump and into this ditch, and everything goes slow motion for me. And I'm like flying towards, or we hit the tree, and I'm like flying towards the windshield. And I was already in the air. So, like, imagine like I go from my butt sitting like this to like, and I'm like
Yeah.
head first. And I literally hit my head right here, blow, into the windshield, and I felt everything in the windshield like flake, like the glass flaking away from the windshield, and I could feel the air for like 2 seconds, and what felt like a palm made of feathers catch like a barrier. And that's all I can describe it as, is like a palm made of feathers and this white light. And um when I come to, the airbag had like hit me in the chest, I guess, kind of, and bounced me off of the ceiling and then like back towards the window, and my head busted that window out, and like in real time all the noise came boom. And when I was in the hospital, I told my mom some story about like I went to heaven and like how beautiful it was, type shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, so I don't know that that's like a DMT trip, because DMT is like, it's kind of fun and like very abstract, I guess.
Yeah.
But this was like really structured, what I told my mom.
That's
Maybe
crazy.
there's like some type of difference between the circumstances, right? Because
So you say like you felt like the feathers or some shit?
Yeah.
Damn. Sounds like fucking God threw you like some like fucking heavenly pillows in the midst of that madness. Went to
Yeah.
heaven
Fwa
and
fwa.
he's like, bro, I need my pillows back, bro. Now get the fuck out, bro.
Yeah. My mom said, my mom said maybe what you felt was your guardian angel's wings. And I thought that was a beautiful way of looking at it. I don't know. I really can't speak to it other than because I don't remember the heaven part of it. I just remember a palm made of feathers is what it felt like a
Yeah.
barrier of, and it wasn't like powder in my eyes from the airbag or whatever. Like it wasn't that shit, bro. It was literally like I felt the air and the whole windshield and everything all like busted out and shit. Um, but like when I came to, I didn't like, right now as an adult, as a man, like I really can't look and say that I remember that experience in heaven like vividly. I
Yeah.
just that I told my mom I experienced it, and that's of what I can remember. Like when I came to, um, my dad was like knocked out like this, um, and my brother's knees were like stuck in the air vents in the center console, and I just remember knowing I needed to get help, and the the truck hit so hard that like the car doors like fused to the chassis.
Yeah.
Um, so I like rolled myself up and like out of the truck window because that was like the only exit, and I was standing. I like kind of, I don't know how long it took me, but I just kind of like wandered up around the truck into the street and was just standing there, just like looking around. And there was an old dude that like approached me because I was standing on a highway.
Mhm.
And it was kind of like a country stretch of road, and he like knelt down and he grabbed me by my shoulders. And he was driving an old two-tone Suburban. I'll never forget it. It was a brown body with like yellow faded, like banana cream pie color, like uh side side walls and stuff. And he was just like, "Don't worry, I'm a off duty, either like paramedic or like firefighter, paramedic." And he was like, "Firefighters will be here soon." And I heard my dad yell my name because he must have like when he came to. And this is the weird thing. I never thought about this from my brother's perspective until my dad died recently, and we were kind of talking about it. Um, but my brother said like my dad was unconscious for like minutes, and my brother was just sitting there thinking our dad was like dead in this truck with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, my dad just goes and wakes up, and just like at that point, he screamed my name, which is when I'm in the road with this old dude, and he screams my name, and I just turned, and I couldn't say anything, like, cause I was all fucked up. I just went like this, and then turned back around, and the dude and his truck were gone, and in like seconds, like I'm still on the side of the road. I didn't even get to walk out of the street, and around the bend, like a fire truck came, and that dude and his truck were completely gone. So like I really do believe in angels and things that other people might not understand, but I know what I saw, and it's like I look at it now like if you were an old man or anybody, who would leave a 4-year-old standing on a stretch of highway by themselves
Yeah.
after a looking car accident? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you just wouldn't do that type of shit,
Not at all.
you know?
Yeah.
Or I was a little kid and I totally hallucinated that, but I don't know how the fuck that could be.
You've been doing.
I mean, if you're really looking at it from all angles and you want to acknowledge,
The possibilities.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's weird, like my my more recent, um, like the past 2 weeks, and like recent shit, like it's hard for me to remember time in a linear way.
Yeah.
Although I can remember like really important things. And thankfully, I'm not losing words like I did. I think that's because when you're doing sales and you're having to talk
Yeah.
all day, talking to people and explaining things, um, I think it's just getting better. But time for me now is all like weird, but old memories are like so clear to me. Like they make so much more sense. And now it's almost like brought me peace about not knowing what the fuck is really going on um in my life currently, cuz I'm like those are kind of like it's kind of cool just having those moments to like reflect on, and then right now being kind of like a roller coaster. Does that make sense? I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
so
want
you're
all the
enjoying living life in the moment, kind
yeah.
of,
I mean,
what it
ain't
sounds like.
that life in a sense, bro? Kind of in the moment.
Huh?
I'd say, isn't that like the best way to pretty much live life in a sense? I mean, at least for me,
For real.
it's just kind of like live in the moment. I mean, because you never like really know. Like, you got a core aspect of like what you know you're gonna do on a day to day basis. A lot of shit after that, bro, it's unspoken. You don't even really know shit. That's what's gonna happen tomorrow or the next like fucking 5 minutes.
Mhm.
And it's just
I
like you just gotta be there
Yeah.
for it.
I think like I've always wanted that ability, but like think about it, Deuce, like going all the way back to when we first met, which is crazy to think about. I'm 27. I met you when I was like 14, right?
Yeah.
You almost half my fucking life.
Yeah.
That is bananas. But no, like when have I ever not been in my head? Like
You're asking a lot.
you know what I mean? From like every angle. Like I feel like I went from having the most active fucking brain ever to my brain getting stirred the fuck up. And although my senses are all like fucked up and my memory shit like freaks me out, I'm cool because like if I can just find words and live in the moment, it's kind of like a strange trade off of like, in some ways I hate it, in some ways I don't. Like I need to get my problem solving shit together because that shit is whack as fuck. Like I keep being like, man, I need to change my clothes. And it's like I grab my pants and my socks and forget my underwear in a whole other room and feel like I got, oh yeah, I got everything I need. I get in the other room, I'm midway through changing, and then I'm like, fuck,
Damn
forgot
it.
I forgot the most base, like nothing else can be put on around that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like what the fuck? I feel all
He's
retarded.
like,
Yeah.
I got, like, he's like, well, I forgot my shoelaces.
Yeah, bro. I'm literally a cereal with no milk looking ass.
Oh, fuck, dude.
But
No,
Damn.
it's funny. That is funny. Nah, I mean, y'all feel you, bro, but I mean,
as long
I,
as I can rap, as long as I can rap, bro.
Hey,
but why
one of these
not?
days.
I would just
One
say
of these.
just live in the moment, bro. Like, I mean, like that's just like it's just. I feel like it's just such a free-minded spirit type of way to like be. Like, I mean, like never really expect anything from just about anything that you do in a sense. Just do it and see what the fuck happens. I mean, I guess it's like kind of like a fucking like I'm not a hippie, but it's almost like a fucking hipster way to live. Like just to go out and just do shit, like regardless if it's good or bad, and be like, all right, well, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, but I know this is what I'm doing, and I'm doing it.
In a
So
strange, it makes you believe in the magic of the world. You know, because like
Say yes to more things.
you, it's
kind
like you, where I would more consciously think to check on people. You know, now it's like I don't think to check on anyone unless I see something or someone that either looks like that person or something that is like so who that person is to me that it makes me think of them. So now rather than like having a checklist in my head, it's like turn by turn, like some shit just pops up and I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I wonder if that's like how everyone else lives their life. Um and somehow what makes me feel retarded is really like normal. Um, I don't know. I like, for real, like in terms of like what is reality, right?
Oh,
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
you think about, it could be maddening, or you could choose to see it in a beautiful way. Also, none of y'all have said shit about this painting that my mom has conveniently.
dude, I I thought you were in some grandma's home for a minute. Not gonna lie.
nah, it's funny 'cause I was about to say just even before then, I was just about to like even start. I was like, bro, I was like, is he like in the like other room, like just chilling there with the painting? I even know. So your mom painted that?
No, it's just a painting that she liked.
do we ha-
Um,
do we have
wait,
copyright on that?
I don't know.
I
what?
think we'll be okay.
I don't know. His mom might sue.
Oh man, oh man.
Yeah.
I don't think his mom is gonna fucking sue us, dude.
I don't
Dude, my
know.
mom ain't that.
What? Your mom painted that? That's not of your mom. Your mom painted
No,
that.
ain't it?
No. His
Like,
mom
Who?
bought it.
there's
Oh,
no
he just said she
no
painted it.
anything.
No, she didn't. That's what he's saying.
I don't
So he
know.
didn't
Oh,
paint.
she
She didn't
bought
But
it.
paint it.
you guys are confusing.
So
There,
mom,
Josh is just fucking
dude, I thought
somewhere else.
You gotta
I
stop
guess
smoking like Carolina meth.
He lives in Mississippi now, so it's
Mississippi.
even better.
Yeah,
Oh
dude,
shit.
it's
Except
cheaper.
it's not the gourmet meth of Portland.
Yeah.
We got a Mississippi.
What's up?
So what's it like out in Mississippi?
What's it like in Mississippi, man? Sunny every day. Uh, man, I mean, there's a lot of nice boardwalks, and they have like restaurants you can go eat at, and there's a lot of live music too. It's fire.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
bro, I
amazing.
seen today that this comedian is going to be doing a show where you live.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the who?
Her name is Christina P. She's fucking hilarious.
I want to know why, because there's a Coliseum like 10 minutes down the road from me, and they have a
You're
bunch of
giving landmarks, bro.
concerts.
You're gonna get fucking found out. Someone's gonna come stalk you.
They don't know. I live in South Carolina, so
Yeah,
no, but there's this Coliseum like 5 hours from me, and they have a bunch of concerts, and I don't know, it's pretty close.
Interesting.
So, what's her name? Christina.
Christina P. She's fucking
I always
hilarious.
wanted to go to like a
Oh,
fucking
what?
like a real Coachella type shit, or like Burning
Yeah.
Man type shit. You know what I mean? Like, and Deuce, when I go, you better fucking be with me, because Curtis has like fucking hippie fun vibes, bro. Me and
Yeah.
Curtis are some ghetto hippies, bro. Straight up.
So are you wanting to just go to any rave or those two big festivals?
like a rave, bro? Like
I feel like
I've never been to a rave before, but I know for sure I'll definitely go one. But like, if I do go to a rave, I gotta be on like some type of like, definitely gotta be on some Molly or some shit.
bro, I want to go to like a European rave. Like, have you ever seen what the fuck is that movie? Gosh damn it. Vin Diesel's in it. He's like a spy.
uh
Triple X. Fucking
oh
Oh,
like, like they were always going to like crazy shit in like Russia, and they got like I want to go to like a Russian rave that's lighthearted and not scary. You know what I mean?
not
Like,
scary.
I don't want a scary one. I want like where girls are in like cages and shit. Like, nah, like something a little bit more lighthearted than that shit. But I
Yeah.
mean,
We going to a Russian rave, bro. We're gonna end in another fight, bro. Come on now.
bro, I don't know,
wow.
man. It might
I
Trying
think I think most Russians are probably pretty cool.
hell yeah.
I'm not saying they're not cool. Just
I don't
back to
know.
what we
You might
said.
Hey,
you might
look,
want to
I will
retract that
say that.
statement.
Look, bro, fuck what you heard. If they got pierogies, I'm going. But
Pierogi.
I do want to say, girls in high school that are Russian always used to give me play until they found out I wasn't Russian, and I feel like it's a fucking conspiracy. So
You do look like a mobster, Loki. So
I gotta
maybe
make
that's why.
some Russian friends, bro. Is what it is,
Uh,
bro. Because they're so loving.
There's a
Like,
lot of Russians that go to my gym.
yeah, bro. I
oh,
guarantee. Look, they love cologne. I love cologne. They love guns.
Yeah, they
They
do.
have big families. They eat food. Like, I feel like like maybe we're not so different after all. Like, I just
bruh,
want one
Nah.
of them to look at me and be
bruh,
like,
homie just turned into a
yeah,
vampire.
and I'll be like,
Homie
my
went
compadre. You know
straight
what I mean?
Vladimir on your ass.
Dude, I don't know
Like
if you're a
they have
vampire
beautiful
or
cars.
Italian.
Italians have beautiful cars, luxurious couches. Like think about it.
Yeah, that's funny.
There's a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
So Christina P, she's gonna be at a casino. It's a casino
Yeah.
with a theater in it, bro.
Fuck yeah,
Hey,
bro.
you
It's gonna be
guys,
fun. What's up?
prop to us and shout out to Deuce for bringing out one of the deepest conversations that we've had. You know, you guys coming up with that stem cell shit and us doing this because we haven't had too many hour and a half long podcasts that aren't stale.
Yo, dead ass.
Yeah.
And that's just, props to the charisma of Deuce. Like,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Lennon himself. Like, and matter of fact, I'm taking it back, bro, because fuck all that. We had the ultimate trap house. So I was selling weed at the time, and I had just moved out of or of my mom's house, and we had like the whole top floor of this building, right?
Yeah,
And
shout out to 92nd, bro.
yeah, we would be rapping in the kitchen all day long, and just like all around the house, just everything we did just revolved around us just chilling and rapping, pretty much, and talking shit. That was like
Okay.
our pastime. If we wasn't talking shit, we were rapping. Um, and one time we were in the kitchen. I can't remember what we were doing. We were cooking some food, and Curtis found these like John Lennon looking glasses, like these little circle ones. And he put them on. And he was like, "Fuck around, Deuce Lennon." And I just was like, "Bro, Deuce Lennon was born in that moment." I was like, "That's one of the hardest things I've ever heard."
Yeah, Deuce Lennon. Yeah, because it was like I don't know what it was, but like not really much of a Beatles guy, but I just remember John Lennon having these fucking glasses, and I'm just like, bro, I'm like, those glasses are fucking amazing. Like those are like hands down my favorite glasses of all time. Like just like the little circle frames and shit. So as soon as I just like seen those glasses and I put them on, and I was just like, Deuce Lennon has created a monster amongst himself. But
Curtis
Bro.
is a king of culture. Like you're like a connoisseur. You know, like I can honestly say you have a genuine zest for life.
yeah,
You- and
well, I feel like I like where I go. Like I said, like I'm very diverse in like the people I'm around and how I think. Like I feel like I can adapt to like any crazy like cultural situation because like I'm not gonna go somewhere where I think I'm not like where I don't feel like I'm not comfortable. Like I'll figure out like if I'm comfortable or not like once I get there. You know what I mean? And then like and then after that it's like I'm just like a fucking I adapt to my environment or whatever. And that's why like I feel like I'm just so easy going to like wherever I go. Like I'll be the only fucking black person in a lot of places, but this shit doesn't matter to me because it just feel like we're just all one. Like you
you're
know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's like, bro, like so like realistically, like wherever I go, like bro, I just be big chilling, and it's just like my vibes just go off, just like and like people be like, man, like you're really a chill person, blah blah blah, this that third. I'm like yeah, I know, man. It's just how I am, bro. Like can't help it, bro. Just ooze off this vibe, and let's just make a moment out of this. You know what I'm saying?
I think a big problem is that like in our world right now, we don't want to accept that like although we may have different cultures, like we're all human and like it's dope that you're not white. Just like it's dope that I'm not black and it took a long time for me to understand that cuz we're all human like so like fuck that. Like I'm
But
Italian but like that don't matter neither.
yeah, it doesn't matter. But like, if you could go
Matter
back, if you could think about like you grew up the same way, the same person, but like you were like a different race. Like, just say for fuck's sakes, like I'm fucking still here, but somehow like I'm Turkish or some shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And
Yeah.
and it's like, or like just fucking like Great Britain or some shit, but like grew up completely the same. Like, you're just gonna be the same person, just damn near just probably have a different accent. You know?
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying is like appreciation of it. You
Yeah.
know, like that there's the commonality that we're the same, but then the cultural difference in terms of just everybody's house is a different culture. Their family's another culture that so it's like you just keep stepping out like those Russian dolls. Like there's this little one, right? And like the centermost one is like humanity, right?
Bro, what is your obsession with Russian, bro?
It's all the
Bro.
Russian reject he
Bro.
got when he was in high school, bro.
Nah, dude.
It just works, bro. I gotta inject myself into the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Dude.
Hey,
Bro,
bro, this is my
saying,
infiltration. Okay, chill out.
if
Trying to
we
get
could,
friends,
if we
bro.
could read everything, bro, and just still have the same life, Kemper would be Russian.
Hey, this is the most Italian shit ever. Cause basically, this is me being like you people without saying you people. Like, it's the most Italian
What?
shit ever. My grandma would always do that. My grandma would even say that shit to us. She'd be like, "You people." I'm like, "You made us. What do you mean, you people?" You know what I'm saying? But it's just Italians. Just I don't know. It's a cultural thing. Now you're learning.
That's amazing.
It's like,
It, bro. That's just who we are. I don't know. It's genetic.
that shit is stamped. Kemper's Russian.
Rushing to get laid.
Russian get laid.
I'm gonna let
I mean, just continue on that. One thing I will say is I gotta like at least gotta have like one inner core, at least one Russian woman before I even like settle down or like kick rocks.
Okay. All
That
right.
that'd be,
I fucks
a
with it.
great experience. That'd be a great experience, honestly. But she it had to be like a full blown, not no damn Americanized Russian where
Okay.
you know,
yeah.
like
She's gonna come from the
No.
motherland.
Homie wants a straight Soviet up in here. Like,
yeah, like I literally gotta walk into her fucking house and fucking like she has to like translate everything for me. Like, bro, I'm like, what is these fools saying? Well, they're saying this and that. I'm just like, well, and then like she doesn't have to translate. It can't be like nah, like she got to be the only one that understands English, and then other than that, everybody else is just speaking Russian. I'm just like lost. I'm just there chilling.
You
Word.
wanna? It'll choke you.
It's like I know I already know how to walk in and come in there with straight peace.
You're
I'll come in.
mine now.
I'll walk in
Type
there with
shit.
a little vodka. Bros, all good vibes, gang. Like we in here, bro. Let's drink.
Your son's on.
Hi, my son, my son.
Oh, it's Mama Kemper.
Hi, look at you.
How
Um,
you
I'm too old. I'm going. Good night.
Good night.
Pepper, is this light on for a reason?
I don't know.
turn off the lights, bro. Save a dime, bro.
A
Come
vibe.
on.
Nah, for real, bro. Like my mom straight claims children. I swear to God, she like Curtis, me boy. Oh, my black son.
Damn.
Well, dude, what? Do you want her to call him her white son? Like, we're all the same.
No,
Jesse
it just
Knight is
threw me
for
off
sure.
guard to do that.
Bro, like Jesse
Now,
Bean.
if that came out of my mouth,
Bro,
I'd be
I'm a
booted
fucking
out of
black.
this Discord.
Hold up. What the
nah,
fuck are you
something
talking?
like that.
Do I need to remind these fools, Curtis? What do you
Right.
I know you have Black Jesus on your arm.
like?
Black
What do you mean,
Jesus.
bro? If you're talking about controversy, like, fuck all that, bro.
No,
Like,
we're not
I'm
talking about
really-
controversy. For me, it just literally took me off guard. I
well, I
was
know.
like,
I'm just saying, bro. I am black.
5 years, like
I talk.
like son. I'd be like, that's my Italian mother.
Yeah, straight up, bro. Like, what the
I
fuck?
fucks with it. I fucks
No,
with it. Now that I've gotten to like kind of like receive it and hear it, I'm like, okay, I fucks with it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
A
all right.
spade's a spade, bro.
It makes
Like
sense.
that's how we see it. Like all my homies, like, it don't matter, if like that'd be like Miguel, right? You go
Yeah.
over to Miguel's house, he's like, "This is my brother, bro." Like, you don't give a shit. Like, you just happen to be white, so you're his white brother. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
They do talk about me being white. They've compared me to Canelo Alvarez several times, and he's white Mexican.
Well, you do have red hair and you're stocky, so I mean, just
Yeah.
take
You're
I
it as
don't
a
know.
stocky.
compliment.
They did say it was a compliment. So I was like, all right, all right.
But then you pull up in a Leonard Skinner shirt and everything changes.
The Leonard Skinner sleeveless shirt. It's a fucking cutoff, bro. The
Hey, bro.
wind blows right and you see my nips, bruh. I swear.
Whoa.
I don't wear this outside.
No, Curtis is the king of like analyzing funny shit about different cultures though, because he said something one time. Let me think about it. It was about like string bean casserole.
Oh fuck yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he was like, I'll list you the top 3 things that white people go crazy for. He was like, string bean casserole, Don't Stop Believing by Journey, and the Green Bay Packers.
Number 2, I could go hard with
Yeah.
some Don't Stop.
Number 2 is true. What was number 3?
The Green Bay Packers.
Hey, that's my team, bro. Come on. Hey,
And the
dude.
point driven home, baby.
You're lying, Josh.
Dude,
No shot.
that is my team. Yeah, dude.
Josh, you're feeding the stereotypes.
No, bro.
My
It's
bad.
just a fact.
It's not my fault. I was
Vince
born when
Lombardi.
they.
Hold up, though.
What?
I've never really put 2 and 2 together. Vince
What?
Lombardi was Italian. Let me just put on real quick for Italians because shout out to Lombardi.
It
Cheese
sounds like a
heads.
type of spaghetti.
It's cheese heads, bro. It is what it is. I don't know. Maybe this podcast is going stale. What did y'all not feel it?
Man.
I was like,
I mean, we were talking about Vince Lombardi and fucking.
out of steam. Lombardi was the last I had, bro. That was like, you ever smell like the exhaust on an ice cream man truck? Like, I feel like I
Yeah.
just got hit with a whole fucking
Oh
blast.
fuck, dude.
What would you be doing behind an ice cream truck, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like everybody, I don't know if ice cream men like just teleport or like don't turn on their fucking shit until they know they're like 2-3 houses down from your house. But I don't know. Really
Bro.
caught an ice cream truck from the front. You know what I mean? Like I always had to run after that motherfucker.
Ice cream. I just want to smell the exhaust, bro. It's like,
Right.
He just
fun.
Homie's got daredevil senses. He smells the ice cream truck before it gets in the neighborhood.
No, I just got a big.
He does have
he
a
got-
big nose, bro.
I'm going for it.
Kemper.
Bro.
Nah, Kemper got a beak, bro.
Bro. Dude,
Hey, bro,
Kemper,
we
have
been
y'all
on
seen
this for a
Despicable
long
Me?
time. But you know what? Hey, no, it ain't Despicable Me, bitch. All
Nah,
right.
nah, dude, no. You look. Yo, hold up. Listen, yo, you look like the villain from Despicable Me, bro.
Not even, bro.
Bro, my
See,
favorite.
no chin. I can keep it a buck, bro. I look like a powerful.
Hold up,
bald
nah, I'm gonna screen share this.
swooping
No.
down from- Not really. But I can say that women, this is built for speed right here. You know what I'm saying? This curvature, and it's exotic. I have a true Sicilian schnoz. So
Yo,
fuck.
y'all look at this. Tell me this don't look like Kemper.
you can try and pull it up.
Vector.
Hold on, I gotta zoom in.
You talking about that guy?
Tell me that does
Played
not look
yourself.
like Kemper.
Played yourself.
With the helmet,
really.
bro? 100%.
I I definitely do need a helmet, and unfortunately, I am. So I'll keep it a buck with you there. Like, but
Oh
come on,
my
you know what I'm
god.
saying?
Just hit us with a vector.
That's how I know you're
That's,
still like 14 years old, aka 2.
I'm 21 in like 4 months now, so
God damn.
back it up.
He's a
Oh
youngin'.
shit, he's
I'm a
grown.
youngin'. I'm a
You're
spring
young.
chicken.
Young.
On that note,
Well, Deuce, you got anything left that you want to say that you want to touch on?
I don't know, bro. I mean, like, I don't know, honestly.
What's to come? You know, like what can we expect from Deuce Lennon in the
Yeah.
future? And if there's anything that you want us to like post in terms of social media stuff, make sure you just send it over
Yeah.
to us.
Well, I don't know if I ain't really got anything like to post. But more to come, honestly. Just I guess, like I always say, bro. Just new and better beginnings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to make the most out of any situation that you're in, bro. Just live life to the max, bro, and just full capacity and just fucking kill it. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know why my camera's all froze.
fuck. I mean, you can turn it off and turn it back on.
You got to turn it off and turn it back on.
Is that what
Yeah,
happened?
just deactivate it and shit. Maybe,
Oh shit.
or maybe your internet's freaking out on you.
Come on, Kemper. There he is.
Welcome back.
Fuck. Hey, sorry, bro. I heard everything that you said. It just froze for some reason.
It's okay. We got it recorded too.
Oh, okay, cool. But, yeah, I do want to let people know that Curtis is. I've always said, bro, not only are you like a marketing genius, but I've always said you're a fucking superstar, bro. And so when we come out and people finally hear us just rap just to do what the fuck we do in our element for fun, and I don't know when, I don't know how, but I promise you, there's gonna be some gold chains around Deuce's neck. They're gonna be fat enough to fucking be worthy of his big ass neck. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna
Damn, bro.
do exactly what. Hey, bro, I don't give a shit. He knows he lost his neck a couple years ago, but that's okay because we're gonna replace that with just nothing but the fattest ropes and give y'all all the dopest smoke
Still
that
gonna be
you ever heard
rocking,
over a
bro.
microphone, bro. Because just the level of fun. Like if you remember the feeling of the first time you heard Two Chains, like that's all you need to know. Is Deuce is coming with some party shit that's exotic and deep and dope, and I don't know when it's gonna hit, but it'll hit home. And
Hell, one's coming fast.
yeah, I love you, bro, and I thank you for joining the show and for honestly
For real.
dragging us deep through this episode because I didn't know that I was gonna make it this long, bro. And y'all made this easy. You guys filled in when I blanked out, and I had very few blanks compared to last week. So we're getting better, and that's what
Yeah,
the fuck
bro.
we want.
Improvement.
And
Yeah,
we're
keep
looking like
this happy
rock
rhythm
stars.
going.
Bro, we all got the shades on that shit.
Yeah, we some rock stars over here.
Hey, all right, everybody.